Hello, my name is Christina Berardi and I'm Swedish. I live in Spain since 5 years ago, and there is one reason that took me from Sweden to Spain, and that is my family. I had a global role and I love my work, so I've been crossing the globe many, many times, met so many fantastic people, different culture, languages, religions. I mean, I have experienced a lot. But this time I said, when my son got sick, and I was working in India at that time, and I had this strange feeling that he is dead. You can imagine all the emotions, and you are far away from home. Anyhow, when I went home a couple of days later, I went to his apartment. He couldn't open the door. I had to call the police to get help. And they said, we suspect he got a stroke. I was driving behind the ambulance to the hospital. And when we came in, they said, okay, he had a stroke. And they wanted to find out what caused the stroke. And that was actually from his heart. He had a urea infection. The bacteria went up and eat all of the aorta and mitralis valve. So the heart collapsed and it was sending up blood to the brain. This is what caused the stroke as well. He couldn't talk for 3 months. And the only thing that he cared about was his psoriasis, because his skin was not looking good. And I told him that if you are strong, you can walk, we will move to another country. So you can swim in the salt waters and you can sunbathing every day. And after 6 weeks of antibiotica, he had his open heart surgery. And then 4 months later, he started to talk. And then he said, aren't we going to move to a warm country? And I said, oh, yes, of course. In top of my head, I said, we go to Spain. Because I've been working in Barcelona, and one of the managers told me a long time ago that if you ever want to have a nice microclimate, you should go to the south of Costa Blanca. So I had it in my head, go to Costa Blanca. And I was Googling, and I find the most fantastic property and a garden by a photo that catch my eyes. And I said, I wrote there, I'm interested in such a property with a garden. And they called me up in 10 minutes. 2 days later, I reserved this property. And another 2 days, I already bought it. I had never ever been here. I should take it over from 18th of December 2014. And I was a little bit scared because my son could hardly walk at this time. And this is a flat, first floor apartment. But anyhow, I wanted to see, what did I buy? Was it so fantastic that the photos look like? So I said, I need to go there 1.5 weeks before. And when I came here for the first time, it was my paradise. And I said, no, this can't be true. And I love it from the first of the beginning. So when I came here with my son, we stayed here approximately 4 weeks during Christmas and New Year. And we were sunbathing. We had some 28, 30 degrees every day, The sea and the pool was a little bit cold for us, but we enjoyed every minute, Anyhow, when we came back home and we started to work again, and then I had this strong feeling I want to be in Spain. I love this place. And I said, do I really need to work because I reached my retire age? And when I heard that the company said we have to let go people, I applied to leave. And my assignment was approved, I think June that year. At that time, I already moved here. I sold my house, I sold everything and went down here to Spain. I ended my job end of August. And when I left, my friends said to me, "But do you know everyone there? Do you have friends?" "No," I say, "but I'm sure I will meet new friends because there are a lot of good people." And I did. So when I arrived here, I took over a female entrepreneurship association, a network. And at my first meeting, it was only me and another woman, but this has been growing. So we were on the top, some 80, 85 members. And I'm not the type who can continue with the maintenance and do all the admin. This is not for me. I'm a person who would like to start with a white paper and do a project and then hand over to someone else. So end of last year, I resigned also from this association or network. In July last year, me and a friend, we started a podcast called Why Spain, but this is in Swedish, and we did one episode a week. And this was also very funny. We got to know a lot of new people as well. We interview people. We talk about the normal Spanish life. And in January, she told me, I have so much to do. I'm too busy and I cannot continue. So I continue myself from that date. And in February, two of my other friends and me, we started a company. And this is the Business Queens Network. And we call ourselves Queens. We are supporting companies. We also have coaching, mentoring, training courses, and networks meeting. But when we should take off, we should start 1st of March. And we should have our first network meeting with companies that we have inspired to join us. The Corona came by and we were locked down. 6 weeks, and we were only allowed to go out to the supermarket to buy our food. So it was a stop. Anyhow, we have a place where we can meet, and we started podcast, and also we do this broadcast, interview people, and we will continue with it until we can meet face to face with people, because we are still not as tight locked down as before. But anyhow, we are not allowed to be free. What am I saying? We need to have these mouth masks, when we go out. We are allowed to go to restaurants and bars, but we have to keep the distance to people. And so the society is slowly waking up from this Corona. Anyhow, I still love my place, and you can see by my picture, this is my garden. Because I love flowers. I love working in the garden, And I'm happy because I have one of the largest gardens here in my urbanization. This urbanization, we have 132 property owners, and it's like a gated community. We have gates, but we have no guards, and we have a community pool. We have a gym, and we have a social club where we can have parties. If we are many people, we can go there. So it's a lovely place. And also, this is not a center, but we have walking distance from 5 to 20 minutes distance to different centers, to shopping centers, to bars, restaurants, and so on. So, and not that touristic that we are overwhelmed by tourists and empty in the winter. We have activities all around us all year around. Of course, in the summer, there are even more people here. That was all for me. And I will say, I Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be part of this fantastic network. And I look forward to share my experience with you. And also, I want to learn a lot of things from you. Thank you so much and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.